An intruder!
Go. Do your part to liberate Corellia. This is a private matter.
You don't want to get in the middle of this.
Are you certain, June?
You know what's required of you. Go.
As you wish.
May the Force be with you.
You're persistent. Stubborn. I suppose that's why you excel at what you do, but the price is high. What won't a Mandalorian put aside for pride?
I'd meet death head-on for a comrade.
But would you kneel? You chose to murder Kelly and Jarl, just like you chose to kill everyone sent to bring you to justice. You could have surrendered at any time. You chose to become a murderer and terrorist. I only turned all that senseless destruction toward a righteous purpose.
Killing my associates and slinging mud? Real noble.
They made their decision, just like you made yours. If using you to expose the Sith's true face has dirtied my hands, so be it. It's time to answer for your crimes.
You read my mind.
I won't be the one after all.
Now whose pride's getting them into trouble?
Savor your vengeance. It's a small victory. You've denied me nothing here. In failure, I've undone all your accomplishments. In death, I return to the Force.
I thought Jedi was supposed to be detached. Why'd you make this personal?
If you believe you can distance yourself from the harm you cause, you're deluding yourself. You're not some mindless tool. You're accountable. Your actions will catch up with you eventually.
Pathetic. I did not see Seros. You were successful?
Take a look for yourself.
Only Jedi would call something this fragile Battlemaster.
Battlemaster some sort of special honor?
Before our return, June Seros taught all Jedi the art of conflict. His death is a crippling blow to the Jedi Order. And without June Seros at his side, the Supreme Chancellor is exposed. Victory is close.
Don't leave me hanging.
It's encoded with June Seros's bioscan. Once the encryption is broken, we will know this data's true value.
You know more than you're letting on.
June Seros came here aboard the Founder. He was privy to its security protocols, landing codes, even the Supreme Chancellor's itinerary. My subordinates will transmit the relevant data to your vessel when it's prepared. Until then, make yourself useful to Darth Decimus. The battle for Corellia is not yet decided. The Jedi are broken. The Republic forces are in disarray. Now is the time to strike. You will depart Corellia. Make for the Founder, the Supreme Chancellor's flagship, immediately. The Founder's landing codes will give the Republic fleet little reason to fire upon you.
You think they'll just let me fly right to the Supreme Chancellor?
The Republic should expect deception. We must make things convincing. Captain Horn has prepared an SOS signal using the Republic's ciphers. When you leave the spaceport, you will be pursued by our ships. The Republic will allow you to board, or they risk allowing one of their own to die. We will give them no time for doubt.
Should make a good antidote for the next time I see Mandalore.
Do not hesitate to dispatch your pursuers if they become troublesome. You will reach the Founder by any means necessary. Once on board, your first priority will be to destroy all crafts in the adjacent hangars, to prevent the Supreme Chancellor from escaping.
Improvised demolition is one of my specialties.
With no means of escape, only the Supreme Guard will stand between you and your prey.
Once the deed is done, how do you expect me to break away from the Republic fleet?
Signal your success, and the Tyrant will lead an attack to cover your escape. The Supreme Chancellor's fate is sealed.
You know what? You're okay.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Sort of egotistical, but still, okay. When Brayden first talked about you, I don't know what I expected, but whatever it was, you're better. What I want to say is, you're awesome, and if you were lost in the same sector, I would definitely give you directions.
And if someone put a bounty on your head, I'd shoot him for you.
You wouldn't collect on it first? That's really sweet of you. Alright, anyway, you get the point. Let's get back to work.
So many people willing to lay down their lives for me. Should never have come to this. There's something I want to tell you, before you do what you came to do.
It's not every day I get to chat with the leader of the Free Galaxy.
I'd ask you to sit, but I prefer not to kid myself. I reviewed the reports surrounding the operation to apprehend you. It's atrocious. A monumental abuse of power. I don't condone what you were doing, but I understand it. It was just your job. June made it personal.
John paid his debt to me in blood. I hope you don't make the same mistake.
That's exactly what I wanted to speak with you about. I've already declassified the real details of yours and June's actions to the public. The fallout will be tremendous. No matter how our meeting concludes, I'll be removed from office.
I'm sure it wasn't easy to come clean, knowing your career would be sunk.
June had no right to deceive the public, and neither do I. The people must be able to believe their leaders. The false accusations will disappear as the truth is separated from the lies. It's not a clean slate, but it's what you deserve. I'm willing to take things a step further, if you're willing to work with me.
One good turn deserves another. What are you offering?
Immunity, if you're willing to show me you're not firmly in the Empire's pocket. June believed you were in league with a Sith named Tormund. Is that true?
We have a partnership of convenience, that's all.
It's a partnership you should end. Tormund's a monster. His troops have been butchering Corellians. On Raban, he flattened kilometers of homes, businesses, hospitals. A man like that can't be given more power. Let's fix this while we're in a position to do so.
Well, we haven't had much choice about working with Tormund until now. This could be our out.
Tormund's had us under his thumb far too long. Keep your word and Tormund will disappear.
It's time to show him who's boss.
I understand the risk you're taking. Thank you.
The Supreme Chancellor's been dealt with.
Good. Make for the Tyrant. The fleet will cover your escape.
We'll engage the Imperial fleet, but I'll have to survive this to hold up my end of the bargain. If you can somehow cripple the Tyrant after dealing with Tormund, we can handle the rest.
I bet they barely patched the damage from the last time.
You reek of vengeance and satisfaction. The Supreme Chancellor's death has excited your passions. Relish it. Experience some small measure of what it is to be Sith. Now, deliver what I have asked of you.
I got an offer more in line with my work ethic.
I expected better. This was deserved.
You were way overdue.
Trusting in a tool, however useful, was a mistake. The task of delivering the master stroke I should have reserved for myself. The galaxy would know. None are beyond my reach. All would cower or they would burn. And the Dark Council would see how total victory is achieved.
Rest in peace, Torment. Just this once.
I was hoping to find you alive. Quite a narrow escape. Darth Torment was not as fortunate, I trust.
The only thing he escaped was a costly burial.
Good. At least it's done. Perhaps it's best that I'm getting out of politics. Ranging assassinations couldn't be farther from what I've stood for. After falling this far, I suppose there's no point in trying to recover my principles. Coming clean would only do more harm than good.
Speaking of coming clean, how's my record looking?
You'll be exonerated as I promised. Even if my replacement questions the justification, overturning it would be more trouble than it's worth. I'm also sending a small reimbursement for your lost wages. It isn't much. There are more important things than pride and wealth. I hope you'll continue to use such good judgment in the future.
I'm a Mandalorian, Chancellor. We may not follow your rules, but we've got our priorities straight. You may not know how to handle a blaster, but you're prepared to die for what you believe in. That's good enough for me. Live in honor, Chancellor, wherever you end up.